Good morning, pharmacy aficionados. My name's Glenn Guilfoyle and I head up the dispensary scoring and benchmarking specialist group called The Next Level. Welcome to www.salesystem.com.au and in fact welcome to this first in our monthly series of bulletins. We're actually going to, over the first few months, produce these on a slightly higher frequency and settle back into a monthly pattern of 4 to 5 minutes, sharp, informative, provocative, video-based bulletins. And we hope that you'll be able to derive some sort of benefit from these in terms of the challenges we're all facing. So in fact, the theme of these series is all around what's happening with the industry with the so-called twin challenges, PBS reform and the rise of the big box discounter, and how we as community-based pharmacists can reinvent to our own high customer engagement, high counsel service-based model. So for the first of our series kicking off right now, we're going to take a look at what the data is telling us in terms of the current levels of service provided to the script-bearing health customer at the dispensary in typical mid to large size community-based retail pharmacy. So 120 of these studies across that number of stores are telling us that over 90% of pharmacies' service level for health customers is relatively undifferentiated. Furthermore, the data collected and the benchmarks produced tell us that if you break down the customer's visit and the service provided into its sequential elements, there is very little to encourage customers' loyalty based on the service provided, suggesting that any loyalty you enjoy from your customers will be due to things like convenience, habit, location, personalities, relationships. Further, the statistics that we've gathered align with other statistics that I'm sure we've all seen that are showing us the rise of foot traffic and commercial success of the big box discounters. So the data is starting now to tell us how and why this is the case. So, as an industry, on average, we invite the script-bearing customer to leave the pharmacy and break their visit in two more often than we invite them to stay for one visit, one dispense. However long that customer spends visiting our dispensary, we leave them disengaged for longer than we engage them. When handing back their meds, their script-based meds, we provide meds counsel less often than not. And in fact, of the engagement period, the data tells us that on average 37 seconds only is provided in the form of proactive meds and health counsel to the customer. And underscoring all of this, well over 90% of pharmacies still practice the old traditional rear and separate dispensing process, where the customer and the script move in an opposite direction to each other. The script over the back in a rear direction for processing, and the customer stepping in a rear direction away from the dispensary and the team member to go and sit down or leave the store. So, against this backdrop, what are we hearing as we make our way around the countryside conducting these studies and stopping from time to time to have a coffee chat with a variety of pharmacy owners and managers? Well, many pharmacists are already cutting costs, wages and headcounts. Some are price discounting even further. Some are looking for relatively unattainable further supply discount from their first line generics. Some think that the sixth agreement is going to bring some givebacks for all the pain administered through the fifth agreement. Some are looking to sell, and some are just hanging in there and keeping on. Many pharmacists will be slow to react and to change their service model because they innocently believe that they are already differentiated and superior and offering great customer service. Too many pharmacists we speak to will be slow to realise that they cannot save their way off this burning platform. Inadvertently, although it probably wasn't designed in this way, it seems that these twin negative forces impacting on us are having the effect of recalibrating retail pharmacy from a level of super profitability back to the kind of even playing field of most other retail industries and so-called normal profitable and competitive levels. Too many pharmacists still think that selling is a dirty word. I'm going to invite you to come back for our next bulletin in approximately a fortnight's time. And I'm going to share with you what we're seeing in terms of some of the leading pioneering pharmacies that are taking on the challenge head on and starting to get some fantastic results. In the meantime, we're only a phone call or an email away if you'd like to discuss further taking your service level to the next level. I'm Glenn Guilfoyle.